How you know, dog? How'd you know? You felt it?
I felt that shit, dog.
Jeez. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, sir.
Number 137. Legendary. King Vic and Chef Clay.
Yes, sir. You know how we do.
One of these days, bro. One of these days, we'll get a little freestyle going.
Yeah, no, we will. It's definitely. I'm already writing lyrics, so I got this.
I need the beat, Paul. Send the instrumental.
Put it on a tape for me,
my boy.
Yo, what's good? How's everything, dog? How you been? What's good, man?
Another one in the books, dog. 37.
37, dog. We keep doing it every week, dog. Every week.
Before we get started today, yo, Mango Chainsaw.
Get
Liquid Death. Pop it open.
Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, this liquid death shit is pretty damn good, man. I've been drinking it almost like too much, but then you find different flavors, bro. There's like mango now. I had
you
lime.
You can always just go back to the regular
melon.
Water. You know what I mean? The mountain water. I love that shit.
And so for me, man, I'm sorry. It's hard to drink water, bro. I do get that black one though, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just down it.
Just regular.
Yeah,
no
but like
for
you know, because I even when I eat, you know, I need to eat something with flavor, drink something with flavor. So
okay,
this is it right here for sure, dude.
Nice and chill.
Hell yeah.
Every day, gold bars, dog.
Gold bars.
But my boy, how was your last week, dog? Talk to me.
Oh shit, doing the same thing, dog. Grinding on the cooking tip. You know, blessed to be a personal chef, cooking every day. Nothing too crazy. Shoot. This week has been kind of slow, to tell you the truth, man. But I've been mustering up business. You know what I mean? I've been trying to like actively like, you know, doing like these, since it's the holidays, you know, get those holiday lunches,
booking them, making sure you're
getting dinners on my Saturdays.
End of the fiscal year.
Yeah, exactly.
Correctly.
Yeah, for sure. I think the last 2 months it was kind of like slow, where I had business enough and I was just kind of coasting, and now I'm like, it's all there. You know what I mean? Costco called like 2 weeks ago, and I did like 200 covers catering, so I'm like, why don't I do this more often? You know, I mean, I got this, I got the equipment, I got the people available, so I've been just actively like trying to sign more parties, dude, for sure.
And what was the change, bro?
The change was, remember I had that little like lull after the meal prep business, and then I was just kind of like doing whatever, you know, taking care of my normal clients. But I think when Costco called and I was like, yeah, are you down to do this 200 cover party? I'm like, you know, a little bit part of me was like, no, but then I was like, hell yeah, let me get this. Like, and so once I did it and I executed it like badass, I was like, damn, why don't I do this more often? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for the bag, but also for the success. You know what I mean? I enjoy that. I enjoy that, man.
For the energy.
Cooking great food and then serving like 200 people that were like, damn, this is good food, this is badass, good, congratulations Clay, and stuff like that. So, you know, shout out Costco for calling me for that party and everybody enjoying the food. And then also, man, you know, shout out to everybody at Costco's following me on the Grind2Hard podcast, man. Everybody was talking about it and stuff like that. So, you know, thank y'all. And that was a good opportunity for me to kind of change the pace. So I kind of, from that point, was like, you know what, I remember somebody asked me about the 30th of December, boom, let me get that all squared away, you know what I mean? And then I started getting on the books.
Cross my T's.
Yeah, going day to day, like what am I going to do? Because I'm going on vacation too. So I don't know, being in an entrepreneur mode, you know, vacations are not the greatest. We talked about this before, where you go out of town, maybe the first day you're enjoying it, and then after that you're like, man, I gotta make that phone call.
I'm missing out, I'm spending money,
yeah, exactly.
I'm not making money,
all that. So I was like, you know what, let me budget for that, let me make sure that, you know, I have, you know, Christmas presents, you know, squared away and all that stuff, you know what I mean? So it was good to kind of just get focused, you know, get back on the fucking horse and shit.
Hell
like
yeah,
that.
that's what's up, dog.
Because I was chilling a little too much for a while. Yeah.
Another Christmas in the trenches, dog.
Yeah, 100. Dog, we're close, man. Fucking what, 20 days away?
It's here, dog. Like,
it's here.
It feels like it's gonna be tomorrow and shit, man.
What about your week?
The time is fucking going.
How's your week, man? You on the DL this week, huh?
Disabled list. I was on my lows, dog. You know what I'm saying? We talked last week about how I don't really experience these moments too often.
Oh man, you spoke it into existence.
I spoke it into existence. I fuck myself, dog. So Wednesday, you know, I was working out, hitting some
normal workout. You weren't going hard and nothing like that.
I go hard, dog. You know what I'm saying? I like to lift heavy. I like to, you know, show out and shit like that.
Yeah.
So maybe not the best stretcher, maybe not the best warm-upper guy, you know what I mean? But I put in work.
Yeah, bet.
So I went in, dog, you know what I mean? And I was already warmed up, but that's what was crazy about it, was that I was already warmed up. I was hitting some incline bench and shit, and, you know, kind of felt a little pinch in my shoulder.
Yeah.
Kept working out, but as the day progressed, dog, it just felt like the pain was worse, and it was getting 10 times.
Tried to shake it off.
Yeah, every time I tried to shake it off, I couldn't, dog. I couldn't. And then at the end of the day, I tried to raise my arm, and I couldn't raise my fucking arm, dog. I couldn't put it past here.
Yeah.
And so I start going to panic mode. Like,
damn, dog.
Fuck. It's tomorrow's Thursday. I got a full schedule. Friday's coming up. The fucking holidays are coming up. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna be able to cut? So Thursday I go in, do a few appointments in the morning, dog, and I'm hurting, bro. Like, I'm struggling. You know what I mean?
Hard to raise that arm.
Hard to raise the arm. How to do the movements. Even the razor. Like, you take for granted how much you use certain body parts in certain times of the day, and just every day to day, dog. You take it for granted,
right?
And I had to cancel like my afternoon on Thursday because I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I physically felt like I'm gonna not give my clients what they deserve and what they're paying for because I'm hurt. Yeah,
you gotta call it.
I called it. And I don't like to do that. Maybe one appointment, if the time's fucked up, I'll reschedule, cancel, or whatever. But like for me to cancel or reschedule 5 appointments, that's like something's going up, something's going down.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So I booked them for Friday. I went home Thursday, dog, and I felt like shit, man. And I want to talk about it, how it kind of put me in a perspective state of mind where that situation made see my life differently now. Yeah,
you got a little pensive. You were thinking about things, man. Yeah, for sure.
And I can't. You're getting older, and you can't go on forever, dog. And that's the tough part about.
Oh, there's all kinds of things going through your head. There's all kinds of shit.
There was a lot of shit going on, bro. And I'm like, I can't. I'm not gonna be able to do this forever.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? Like, how am I gonna make money? What's gonna happen? And you start thinking, and you start going into that whirlpool of negativity, dog.
That's the truth. Yeah, exactly.
And for me, the pain and the recovery, the rehab that I had to do, okay, I'm fine doing it, but if I can't work and if I can't provide and I can't bring home the bacon,
imagine,
bro,
dude. And that's just a small thing that happened in your life. It wasn't like a car accident or nothing like huge, God bless, but
thank God.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like just like that, boom, things change, and all of a sudden you're starting to think about, oh damn, what about this, what about that? Damn, dude, yeah. And then that's where I was about 4 weeks ago when that whole meal prep thing happened. You know what I mean? So we were both on the same page, man. We kind of both fucking end up going down that road. But even us as headstrong people, confident people, successful in our business, we have people that are looking out for us and people we're looking out for and stuff like that. It just happens, you know what I mean? It's life,
it happens,
dude.
Dog.
You gotta be ready for that shit. That little traumas that
Yeah, I mean, you try to stay ready, dog, but you can't for something like that. You know what I mean? I work out fucking 5 days a week, dog. You know what I mean? So for that shit to happen, doing the same exercise with the same weight that I've done before, it's kind of like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
So let me ask you, so in retrospect, are you gonna do more of a cold, like a warm up and a cool down, or you just gonna keep doing the same thing?
I think I'm just gonna, for now, lay off the heavy weight. You know what I mean? That's because it's unnecessary. You know what I mean? A lot of people that work out, bigger dudes, they tell me, man, you don't need to be pushing weight. And a lot of the older guys, dog. Like there's this one older dude that I always see at the gym.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, he's always looking. He's like, you getting big. He's like, you're doing a lot of heavy weight. You better be careful. You know what I mean? And he's like kind of talk G'ing me. And he's older, dog. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever, dog. And go hit another two plate set or whatever, dog. But I felt that shit. It kind of reminded me of him. I'm like, damn, I should have fucking listened to it. He probably has injuries like that and shit like that. You know what I mean? So when you asked me a question when I was cutting you up earlier today.
Yeah.
And you asked me, how did I push through it? How did I push through that knowing that? And at this point, and it's like I had no fucking choice. You know what I mean? I had to work. There's no way that I can miss out on that bag. It sucks because if I could literally take the time, I would.
Bet.
But I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I'm an entrepreneur and I don't work a 9 to 5 where maybe I could have taken the day off and maybe I'd still be out of work right now and workman's comp and shit like
whatever,
that.
Yeah, get paid holiday, paid sick day or whatever.
Paying fucking for you to chill and recover.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
But it kind of made me speed up the process of now I'm like trying to manifest my healing and shit. You know what I mean? Like doing the right things, icing my shoulder, dog, going home and not stressing it, not going to the gym and re-hurting it and shit like that, but still staying active, you know what I mean? So perspective, dog. You know what I mean? It really put things into perspective because I was just talking about how I haven't dealt with bad energy or bad situations that's come up.
Feeling
and
that
that's kind of
negativity.
like, that's been the worst point up until now. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So it was like, but I'm taking it with a grain of salt. And then, like you said earlier, you just got to take the L and shit. I took the L for Thursday, made up for it on Friday. Saturday was chilling. Was able to take the day off on Sunday. Monday I worked yesterday, back at it, like whatever, dog. You know, like if nothing happened. So, you got to keep going. In situations like that, you have to believe in the higher purpose. Yeah. Look at the bigger picture. Like,
I think what happens is like we're going through life and like it's already hard. Life is hard and we're definitely there with you, dog. But the thing is, it's going to get harder. So like as you're going through life and you're making it and you're, doing your normal routines, getting your laundry done, getting your house clean, going to work, making it on time. It's all, day to day, but then all of a sudden something creeps up, man. Something different is going to happen in your life. You got to be ready for those moments, man, and be physically and mentally ready. You were physically ready. I don't know if you were mentally ready. I mean, you just weren't. It's been a while since you had to deal with it. So it just came up. It just came up, you know what I mean? And you had to it took you a week, maybe not even a couple days you got out of it because you had to get back to work.
Yeah, I snapped out of it, dog. Yeah. And the thing is, to me, is like my life and the way that I move. Yeah. Doesn't allow me to be in situations like that.
But are you over it? Like you'll rehab and shit, but like are you over it? Do you still
I'm over the injury because it could have been prevented, I feel like. Yeah. So that's on me. I take accountability for that. You know what I mean? I'm an older guy. I should be warming up more. I should be stretching better. I should be taking care of my body more.
Yeah, that's just
vitamins, eating, diet, all that shit's on me. But the only thing that I'm still in my head about is the routine. I'm not able to work out like I want to and get that pent up tension out of me. I feel tension in me right now because I can't go as hard as I would. Yeah. So that's the hard. That's the only thing that I'm
start
dealing with.
Start coming to kickboxing, bro. But I'm saying, that's true for the punch. But I mean, the kick in the bag, because like I think that's why I progressed on the kicking so quick. I mean, I'm not the best kicker, but I mean, I got a good technique going, and kicking that bag, man. Get some anger out because like sometimes I can kick it once or twice or whatever on the routine, but like you start kicking it, boom, man, you get tired and then you're like, holy shit, like I got some anger out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I feel you, man. That's the best
feeling, leaving the gym and you're just kind of like all the stress is melted away. And
yeah, you're just smiling and shit. But man, are you gonna try to find like alternatives now, or are you just gonna wait till you rehab and try to? Like,
I think I'm just gonna wait till I rehab and just slowly climb up the ladder again, dog. Start off with low weight and move my way up until I feel, obviously, not go to the weight that I injured myself with. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's just another injury waiting to happen.
True.
So I'm just gonna have to move slow a little bit, a bit more cautious and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Your boys all right, dog. We all right. We in here, motherfucking, I don't stop, bro. You know what I mean? That's the thing that I kind of felt like Kobe, dog, when he injured his fucking Achilles and he still went out there and shot the free throw.
Damn, yeah, I feel you, dog.
Like that nigga, bro.
Because you were feeling it, like you were just like in your mind, like pain, no pain, no pain,
no pain, bro. Popping fucking ibuprofen is like nothing.
No pain.
And another thing too is, being in recovery, being sober and shit. Like I'm real big on not taking narcotics. I can't. I have an addictive personality and shit. So I'm real big on not taking, like hydrocodone and oxycontins and shit like that. Like which, a couple of my clients are like, I got a couple of people. I'm like, ugh. At the time I was like, really? Yeah. But I just knew that, that was just probably not a good move at the time, you know what I mean? So
I don't know if I still have them, but I have some patches because like I had a lower back injury. They give me like lidocaine patches, I think. Okay. Yeah, so if I have those, man, I'll hook you up, man. You just slap it on your shoulder.
Slap them on the shoulder.
Get it numb and shit.
Go hard. Yeah, I've tried those and shit, man. But
so now that you're out of it, like, are you just looking forward to did it change you about your perspective on the future? Or?
I'm looking forward to maybe not pulling away from the gym, but just kind of focusing more on my craft. You know what I mean? And not really, because it was kind of getting to a point where, like, if I couldn't work out, dog, I'd get in a grumpy mood, kind of like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because it's the routine. I'm trying to set it down and shit. But also too, with working out, you feel physically tired. Yeah, I mean, you feel physically tired, and you don't have the the energy you would have if you just kind of maybe not worked out so hard and kind of. So I just want more balance. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting at. A little bit more balance with the gym and work, and you know what I mean. Being a business owner and shit, and promoting for that, and you know my kids on the way. Grind2Hard. I need a little bit more balance, dog. And I feel like for a while I was focusing on the gym more than everything else and shit for a little bit.
So let me try to get it all in one circle with everything we're talking about. With the like lows that we hit and like the business that we have, like we're always trying to get better. So it's like somebody asked me when I told them what I was going through. They're like, "Well, you got to figure out what your purpose is." You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you wanted to do that meal prep business. Like, is your purpose to grow? Like, do you want to grow? Is that, you know what I mean? Like in your workouts, like, are you wanting to like grow physically, or are you just trying to like actually just get a workout in? And you know, depending on what you got to figure out what it is you want.
Yeah.
And that's hard sometimes, because you're like, oh, well, I thought I wanted it. Do I want it? You know, kind of get a little third party perspective on that, and just kind of look at it, because I had to like look at myself too. Like, as much as I'm taking this L on this meal prep business, like, did I really want it though? Like, I have the podcast and my personal shop business. I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just kind of like was bored in a way, and I just took on this endeavor, you know what I mean? And just jumped at it. I'm mad because I lost some money. I'm mad because I lost some time. I'm mad because, you know, I see the possibility of what it could have been, but, you know, I just came short. So it's like, you know, just take perspective. Okay, if I do it again, or if I'm going to go out there and do it again, like, what's my purpose? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think that's my advice to you, but also, like, I'm seeing that from you, what I was going through. So, I figured out my purpose, and I do want to grow, you know what I'm saying? Because I have the potential, I have the experience, I have the potential, I have people that I know that could help me, you know what I'm saying? And I could help them symbiotically. So that's why I'm just really thinking about, like, okay, so I've moved past that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that now. I'm worried about the next one, you know what I'm saying? When I do it again, I want to do it right. I want to make sure that, you know, things
more
are
calculated and
more
shit.
calculated. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And make the right moves, you know what I mean? I wasn't making hasty moves or quick moves, but it was more like I was just jumping in, like, fuck it, jump in, you know what I mean? That, like, okay, so what's the temperature of the water?
It wasn't
you know?
like hasted, but it was quickly, because it felt like from one week to the next, it was like, yo, I got a fucking, I got this business now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of seems so fast, but at the same time, I feel like because of the rate that we were going.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
we're
man.
both motivating each other, like, yo, we got something new. Clay got something new.
Bad. True,
boom, boom,
true,
boom. You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Just
So
keep going. Yeah, just keep going, stacking it up in a way. But I mean, positively, not like, oh, outdo each other. No, it's just like, I got the fire. I got the fire. Yeah, for
like,
sure.
I would see it as like, yo, my boy's doing this shit. I'm his partner. I gotta do some shit too.
Yeah,
I gotta be up there there with him. You know what I mean?
Got that fire. Yeah, exactly, 100%. This quote that was something I wrote down too, because I was thinking about that. I kept like thinking, okay, what's my purpose? And this quote, I don't remember if it was from Gary Vee, but it was definitely from an entrepreneur podcast. And it's like, it said, what's holding you back is not what you are, but what you think you aren't. Yeah, right. I was like, I had to think about that for a long time, because it hit, but I was like, well, why is it hitting? And it's because, it's, you're thinking about like, man, what's holding me back? You know, I should be here, I should be doing that, but it's not that. It's not what you are that's holding you back. It's what you think you aren't. You know what I mean?
So you're like, you're not.
Yeah, exactly. So you keep thinking like, I should be here. I need to get there. I got it. It's like, right here is where you're at. This is your moment right here. This is your moment, not where you should be or where. It's like right here. So you need to stop thinking like that. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I took that in because I was like, yeah, I really feel like, obviously I'm 41, gonna be 42 in May. It's like I should be doing this. I gotta be doing this. You know what I mean? Like to be where I want with my kids, I gotta be doing this. You know, I put so much pressure on myself. You know what I mean? And I think that is detrimental in everything that I do, you know?
No, for sure. Yeah, like especially, you know, as a man.
True. Well, provider, yeah,
you
for
know
sure.
What I mean?
Yeah,
provider, dog, like
all that, yeah.
I think it hits different for a man because like it's expected of us. You know what I mean? And we're in a day and age where, you know, our age is like kind of we're behind. Right. You know what I mean? Statistically or whatever, we're kind of starting something.
Oh, as far as like career and things like that.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? It's kind of later on in life and shit.
Yeah.
and we talk about how if we could go back and this and that, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
But you know what I mean? The thing is it's the plan and shit. And you got to figure out what you want to do with that plan. You know, all you got is what you got. Yeah, you've already fucking dealt your cards. That shit, you've already played that game.
Yeah,
it's done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's time to get serious, and you can.
This is it. Your moment
This
right
is
here.
it, right now.
Right now.
You know what I mean? Like you say, it could be day one.
Yeah.
Or one day.
Or one day. Yeah, exactly.
And I choose day one every day, dog. And you know, the thing with you know, getting into those little dark pits and those little dark holes and shit, dog, is that everybody goes through it, right?
Yeah.
But it's always gonna be you that gets yourself out of it. You know what I mean? Somebody might put you in it,
right,
or an event or a situation or an injury, a relationship, whatever, dog. But it's truly you. You're the only person that can dig yourself out of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times the answer is easy.
Right.
If you really look internally and shit, and the answer is easy. I don't know what it is for certain people or whatever. But what I took from that was, you know what I mean? You just gotta have more balance, dog. You know what I mean? And I don't know how else to describe that shit other than that. Because I work out just to work out. I don't work out to be, I'm not a competition guy. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So it's like, why are you lifting all that weight? Why are you doing all that shit? Why are you there for 2 or 3 hours? Why, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, dog, I was doing shit like 2 or 3 hours, dog.
You gotta be, I mean, but that's what made you happy. You know what I'm saying? So
it does.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just you're a matter of balance, but also getting your satisfaction out of it too. I mean, is it the 3 hours that gives you the satisfaction, or what is it? You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying, finding the purpose and what is it, like. One of my hobbies is drawing, you know what I'm saying? And why do I do it? Is because honestly, like when in those moments when I'm drawing, like I'm there. Like those are one moment
focusing
that
on
I
that
like
shit.
Cooking, kind of, because like it's actually it's different. But drawing, I'm there. It's like nothing else. I'm not even in my house. I'm not, you know. It's just like I'm drawing. I'm getting colors, thinking of shapes and stuff like that. So it's like, what's your I want to draw right now because I want to clear my mind, you know what I mean? So it's like, what's your purpose in what you're doing? And day to day we got to think about this. We got to just be responsible with our time, because you know, like, people are looking up to us, but also you know, like, God gave us this moment, right? You know, don't waste it, you know what I'm saying? We got it.
No, yeah, for sure. I'm big on that. You know, people are counting us on us because I see that shit every day, especially with the group that I have, you know what I mean? These dudes, they're young and they're going through issues. They might not know it, but I see that. I see, you know, they're going through the conflicts within themselves. They're still trying to find themselves.
Fuck yeah.
And I'm just letting them ride that road and you know, find who they are on their own.
Yeah.
With a little guidance that I can put there in there. But imagine, dog,
a little wisdom we have.
Imagine is me as a boss, me the leader of Drip Studio.
Yeah.
And I go in there and I'm like, bro, I don't want to be here, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dog.
Yeah, that's,
imagine.
No,
that sets the tone for fucking 6-7 other motherfuckers, dog.
True.
You know what I mean? So like, even with the injury, whatever I go through shit all the time, and I go to work like if nothing's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's who you really got to be in life.
That's business. Yeah, you really got to keep
life.
it going. You got to keep it going, and you know what I mean, check your attitude, especially when you get to work, man, because you gotta focus on the bag, and that's like customer service, quality, you know, communication with your you know, employees and stuff like that. So there's so much to be, you know, focused on, and life's gonna keep you back. But like I said, I was gonna say was that we're human beings, man. Like, it's okay to fall, right, and get retrospect. Why am I in this situation? Why am I feeling like this? But don't stay in that, you know what I mean? Don't let it change your personality or change your mood or anything like that. Like, figure it out, you know what I mean? And then move on. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, that's the negative starts creeping in. You start bringing the more negative. Oh, what about this too? And oh, what about that too? You know what I mean? And then it piles on you. So
also too much, like,
but it's okay, you know, we're human beings to reflect. You think
you think you need some time or whatever. And most of the times, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But don't fool yourself into thinking you need days and weeks of just thinking about, you know what I mean? Take a day and that's it. If you need more time, then, you know, day by day, but don't fool yourself into thinking, oh, I need a good week to fucking, because you're going to fucking be comfortable with that week of not having responsibilities and not doing shit.
And this is a simple thing, but I think we talked about it last week, but I'm not sure. I want to make it a point. Is this is a bad thing when you actually are if you think you're a productive person, you think you're successful, and you think you're doing things right, if you have the inclination of, oh man, I have 3 hours that I'm not doing anything, I can't wait to sleep, or I can't wait to lay down.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
about that.
I mean, it's okay to lay down. You need to relax. And I know as chefs too, we grind our faces off, and when we get home, we can't wait to just fucking chill. But if you start looking forward to sleeping too much, that's a sign. That really is a sign that you might be going through depression or just not taking care of yourself the right way. Because sleeping is one thing, and I'll guarantee you the same way I was going through it. When you sleep, you wake up and you're still fucking tired. So it's not solving anything by sitting there and sleeping all fucking day. You're just wasting fucking time, man. Procrastinating, putting off all those things that you should be doing. Seriously. I mean, if you want to take a day all day and sleep, take 24 hours, sit your ass down, don't do nothing, don't answer your phone, don't call nobody, don't get on the internet, do it. But if that then ends up turning into a week, man, that seriously is a problem. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, reach out to somebody and talk about it. Talk your way out of that, because it's addicting to be like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna go home.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It is
fucking
that chill.
Close the curtains and fucking sleep. You know what I'm saying?
And forget about the fucking world.
Yeah, exactly. I love Keep going, y'all. There's so much out there to do, man. So much. Like I'm gonna start doing this hiking on Saturdays, even though it's cold. I don't give a shit. I gotta do it.
That's a part of the process right there.
Yeah, it's part of the process. Do things that make yourself uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Don't always be comfortable. It's not.
Be comfortable with being uncomfortable, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
But like we were talking earlier today when I was cleaning up Clay, and we were talking about trying to. Because we went hard this year, and now every year and every level gets harder to break through and get onto that level. So me and Clay spitballing.
If you want it, right? Like we were saying, if you want it. But
this is goes to show that we do want it because we're talking about it. We're formulating the plan. Exactly. What we gotta do. 2 heads is better than one and 100,
shit. Dog. Talk it out loud.
Have you ever thought about like a mentor in business?
Like me as a mentor, or finding a mentor?
Yeah, finding a mentor. Because
I'd love that, but I have an inclination of being taken advantage of, and that's the thing too. Like that's great that you bring this up, because I've been thinking about this in a way, because I want to partner up. There's things that I know about business. Obviously, I went to business school. I have experience of kitchen, restaurants, this and that. But like scaling a business for one thing, like scaling a business, like I can make $100 doing this. Well, I want to scale it to $1,000. Like, what do I have to do to fill in that gap, right? And it's hard, man. It's like my mind, it just doesn't think like that. It's not that engineer mind. Yeah. So I'd love to team up with somebody that could help me in that way. But I feel like I'd be at the bottom of the totem pole, and I would be taken advantage of, and then my ideas and my whole creation would be lost. And that's negative thinking, right? Big time. So I'm waiting to hopefully find not a mentor, but somebody that is obviously smarter than me and maybe is more apt in business,
like a consultant type.
Yeah, and I have a couple resources in that way. And even Paul, I bounce ideas off of Paul all the time. He's a really smart guy as far as business and many things. But I just I'm hesitant on those big moves, man. I know I'm. Like I used to think that I'm not ready yet. I'm not a big boy yet. But now I feel like I'm there. I'm just still hesitant in let's say it's a meal prep thing, and I'm get an investor, and they're like, oh well, I have channels of this to help you sell, and then I just feel like I'll get taken advantage of. But let me just let you know, I've thought about this, right? And then I've realized that I'm good with it. I want to meet somebody that's smarter than me and more successful. I want to jump in and give all my ideas and create a business or a product, and then learn from it. Because who knows? Maybe I will come out on top, but I don't know yet. I'm trying to predict the future, right? Yeah. So even if I come out on the bottom of that, I know I'll learn a lot. I'll learn that little formula that I'm looking for, and have the experience of going through that to scale a business, or to whatever it is to make money, pay yourself. There's so many things of business.
That's cool to hear, because you don't see a lot of people willing to do that. Yeah. To find a mentor, to actually sit down and say, I'm lacking. I am not at 100% at what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And you got to know this shit.
Yeah.
Anybody who does anything
is
never the best or a perfectionist at it.
Or how about just always somebody's better than you? There's always somebody
better than you that knows more than you, and that fucking has done it longer than you. Mm-hmm. So it's these people that you got to reach out and build relationships with. But
it's not necessarily taking the L, but it's being humble and taking a step back.
But my shit, I feel is because in the culture we live in,
right,
it's hard for, first of all, me or a man or whoever to ask help to another man.
That's the thing too. Maybe that's part of it too. That's got to be part of it too. Yeah,
I mean?
For sure.
That's already there.
Yeah.
And then you got to worry about this dude you're asking for their help to look at you like, you need me.
That,
you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Or
yeah. So like they have you under their foot or whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
Like he asked me for help.
But so, and that's my advice. So that's my advice is I've thought about this a lot. And I think my opinion is that you need to get the experience and suck it up, work under the foot of somebody for a little while, and then move that foot off your head. You know what I mean? You got to learn. You got to take. It's not taking an L. It's taking a backseat to somebody who's going to teach you something. And not all teachers are going to be like, you're a bad boy, you know. No. There's different ways of learning shit, man. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure out how you're gonna learn this shit. Because I went to school. Let me tell you something. If y'all want to waste your money, I'm not saying waste your money. You know, some people learn better than others. I'm not a great school person. I have school debt from culinary school and business school, and I'm telling you, like that business degree didn't really help me like that much, you know what I mean? As much as I thought it would. I was able to accomplish a bachelor's degree, and I'm very, understanding of like the potential people said I used to have, and I never took advantage of. But I wish I would have just got out there and just done it. You know what I'm saying? And it, honestly, I think that it's like a route. Going to school is like an easy route in a way, because you're like, I'm just gonna go to school and I'll learn it, and when I get out I'll just do it. No, fool, that's the fucking fool's idea. Go out there and do it. That's the thing. You cut that school part out and go out there and do it. And I'm telling you that, like, I'm not trying to give you bad advice, because once you get into it, like let's say it's drafting for architect, if you fall into that gap and you love it, they will pay you to go to school and learn it and to be the best fucking architect in the game. Telling you, that's the way it works. Right now, when employers are looking at your resume and you have a degree on there, they're just saying, okay, this fool can make it through college. He can wake up, go to school on time, make it through class, make the grade, and that's all they're really seeing through a college degree. You know what I mean? You might know jargon or certain like vocabulary if you're a biologist or stuff like that, but I don't really think that I hope you don't think that you are getting a degree and walking into a job and like you're making money and it's easy. It's not like that. It's not like that at all.
That's the facade they sell you, dog.
1,000%. And you're $50,000 in debt. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're crazy, dog. You're crazy. So I mean, I wish I could kind of go back in time, not for the money and not for anything, but just who knows, when I was like, it was 2017 when I went to business school, I think. So I was, obviously like in my 30s, right? Who knows if I would have gone out there and done it then, got that experience of, making ups and downs and, where I'd be. But here I am now. I'm not saying I regret my degree. I'm just saying, like, as far as advice, whatever your passion is, whatever you love, go out there and do it. Get wet, get dirty, get in the mud and figure it out. You know what I mean? If it's your passion, if you love it, and then go back to school or progress. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like from what you learned getting in the mud, maybe you'll be able to have a career. Yeah, for sure, man. But
I'm with you on that, dog. Like school definitely, like, because I was trying to get my business administration degree. Okay. Like I said, I was a few credits away.
Well, right.
But the first thing I learned, dog, was like capital. And I'm like, bro, I'm fucking in here trying to get rich. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you're telling me all I need is money?
It's part of it. Yeah, it's part of it. Yeah, for sure.
That was like the work, because the professor even said, like, I'm probably gonna tell you something I shouldn't be telling you. And that from that day on, dog, I was just like, bro.
What do you say? The capital is
everything, and you should have never ever told that class that shit.
Yeah,
you know
that's true. There's a lot of factors, but the thing is, like, money is the
money is everything.
Yeah, it's everything.
Money isn't everything. Yeah. It's the only thing.
It's the only thing. Yeah.
Shit.
If you have an idea, I mean, though, like that's the thing. Though, if you have an idea, to make it happen, you need money. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I did, like for my personal chef business, is I worked for Costco for 12 years, was able to save money, and then I, little by little, bought equipment, bought stuff to actually start the business. You know what I mean? And it was one person from my house, and I just kind of made it happen. So there's different ways you can make it happen. You know what I mean? But money is definitely a factor.
But to me,
not a negative way. It's just one of the keys.
That's just the hunger, dog. Because I remember fucking starting off, and my clients were my family, my uncles, my little cousins. And
yeah, exactly.
They'd even say, you know what, we don't have time, and I'll go over. What time are you gonna be home? I'll go over. $5-10 cut, dog.
Right.
Just to practice, just to be able to fucking cut something, somebody.
Yeah.
Knowing that that little practice, that 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour, that I'm gonna fucking take that and I'm like, oh shit, I should have done this for the future. You know what I mean? Yeah. Stay grinding, man. Just stay constantly moving, stay constantly hustling towards that goal. You know?
Like, just because people say, oh, you know what, to do that you need this, you can't do this without that. It's like, nah, it's not the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So if it's money, okay, well, I'm gonna go work at Circle K and I'm gonna save 10% of my check, and even if it's like 2 years from now, I'll open my business or I'll fucking buy that, whatever I'm gonna do.
A lot of people are not. That's that right there.
Yeah, you're not willing to fucking eat dirt for 2 years to get your dreams, man. Then you got issues, man. Seriously, like Gary Vee is another fucking thing that he taught me, man. Is that if you have dreams and if you have wants, you got to be willing to eat dirt. And he actually has said eat shit, but I'm saying you got to be willing to eat shit for a long time before you get to that spot. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to take a lot of hard days, hard nights, long days and long nights. But I mean, if you want it, that's the thing we were just talking about. If you want it, put in work and start going. Yep. And in day 1004,
the result is going to be in how much you want it.
Yeah.
Because you might be telling and you'll probably have a self reflection. Mm-hmm. Because you think you're putting in 100%.
Right, there you go.
That's and then you're getting 50% result, and you're thinking, now that's when you got to start thinking, okay, I'm not putting in 100%.
Right.
I'm putting in 50% because I'm getting 50% result.
Right.
But if you truly put in 100% and you're truly grinding, it's going to show. The proof is in the pudding. I keep saying that shit. The proof is in the pudding, dog. Like, it's... You'll get it some way, somehow. You just gotta fucking keep your eyes fucking open, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then in that mode, you gotta be willing to partner up with somebody who's gonna help you get that 100%. You know what I mean? What if you're giving your 100% and you're only getting that 50% that you think that, like, I'm only getting 50% of what I deserve? Well, stop thinking that way. Just partner up with somebody who can help you, make that plan a little bit easier and then start going faster. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things about business, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to learn, you know what I mean? You got to learn. But I think partnering up and also like trusting people is part of business. You're going to get burned. You're going to take L's up and down. But that's the thing. If you want it, go get it.
Be willing to take the L.
Be willing to take the L, yeah.
Be willing to take the L.
Yeah.
And I think, it's easier for the young, because I see it all the time, like, in the barbershop, dog. You know what I mean? I can only speak on my experience. I don't know about anything else. Like, I'm sure it's this kind of the same in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But you get a young
buck
barber, young chef or whatever.
Yeah.
And I've had them come up to me like, bro, teach me how to cut. I want to cut like you. I want to be like you.
Right, for sure, yeah.
Cool. You know what I mean? I'll mentor you or whatever. But what I'm talking about is us, that we've already had some form of success and we've already seen some type of positivity that's come into our lives, and we're here. We're not beginners, you know what I mean? We're no spring chickens and shit.
Right.
Us finding the mentor, obviously older than us, more experienced than us, or maybe not even older, but just more experienced than us and shit. How do you go? How would you recommend somebody taking that route? It's already being successful and somewhat successful.
Well, I mean,
it's easy when you're nothing.
I just saw it in the attitude that you said, like when you said that, I've been there when people come up to me and they ask me, I want to be as good as you. I want to learn from you. It's in the tone. I mean, it's in the tone and it's in your humbleness. So it doesn't matter like what, like for instance, me, like let's say like there was a Michelin chef here in town that had a restaurant. I could potentially walk in and be like, hey man, what can I do to learn from you? I mean, I'll wash dishes for you or whatever. I'll cut onions for you, whatever you need to do. But I just want to learn your style or some, form of your Michelin star. Like, how did you do it? You know what I'm saying? So I think it has to do with humble. Start square with humbleness, right? And then don't be afraid to do a shit. You might be doing a shit job, you know what I mean, to get in. You know what I mean? To show somebody that you're willing to learn and not just somebody willing to take information from you. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, yeah, because I if somebody came in and was like actually, I'll be honest with you. People have DM'd me. Chefs have DM'd me and be like, hey man, how do you do what you do? You know what I mean? Like every day, different recipe and stuff like that. And they want to like learn and I feel like I would love to do that, and I do reach out. I send recipes. I'm very humble. I send whatever they want, pictures and stuff like that. But I just don't know if people are really seriously willing to put in work. Because I mean, if you want to come work with me, it's going to be washing dishes and watching me. And then if I need help with maybe a couple, cuts or something like that, you might grab a knife. But it's going to be basically just washing dishes and watching me. So, I mean, are you willing to put in that work? You know what I mean? Is that what you want to do? Because, I mean, I don't want you to just be standing there in my family, the client's house just watching me. You got to be working, right?
Yeah.
So
actively.
Yeah. So, I mean, it takes,
looking like
I would just say square one, just be humble, and then keep your humble attitude throughout. Because if somebody's going to mentor you, I mean, even 30 years later when you leave them, I think you still need to keep that sense of humbleness because they actually mentored you. They gave you knowledge. They give you knowledge that who knows how they got it, if they went to school or hard knocks, but they're giving you knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be a respect there for sure.
And I've thought about the same thing too, dog, because I bring it up because I see this one local barbershop owner. Mm-hmm. And he's doing really good for himself, dog. And he gets online and he talks about, because cutting hair, dog, it's like, I'm good. You know what I mean? But it's the business aspect of it.
Right, sure.
Because he's opening up stores, dog, and he has a mobile fucking barbershop. He has a fucking nail tech. He's doing car wash, dog, like, and I see it and I'm like, yo. And when he talks about in his videos, he's breaking down IRS and certain business shit, and I'm like, yo, I don't know this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is that dude locally?
Yeah, he's local.
Damn.
And I don't know him though. Mm-hmm. Never really. We have communication on Instagram, but I don't really know him like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's sad to me that the dude I used to work for is not even in my mind to ask him. You know what I mean? Because of prior shit. It's this dude that I don't even know, that I just see from his profile on Instagram, that he's probably more willing to lend a helping hand or lend a helping, like, yo, dog, look, this is what you need to do, blah, blah, blah. This is how I did it, da, 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 da. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I'm competition to him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, like,
well, okay,
if I were to go ask him and say, yo, dog, I need some help with this and this and that.
So this is the thing, though. So you got to be willing to sleep his floors, dog.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, you got to be willing to sleep his floors, bro. And that's the thing, though. It's not like he's putting you. I mean, you might be under his shoe for a second, but the thing is, it's like a respect. It's like if you sweep his floors, and then he's still giving you knowledge. That's a respect, bro. That's a respect. And I think that you gotta come with something to get something.
And you know what? Like, this is the thing. I don't even think that he'll ask anything of me.
Right, but I mean, I'm just saying you gotta be willing to do that.
My shit is more like him going back to his barbershop and like, yo, fucking Drip Studio.
We gotta stop worrying about that, dog. We gotta stop worrying about what people think, dog. We got to, man. We got to. And I feel you, though. I feel you because I think about that with women. I think about that with business. I do. I'm with you.
The barber industry, dog. It could be ugly, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like it's unnecessarily ugly.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like because I've been in that situation before, and I fucking kind of let my. All right, I'm gonna.
But if you think about it though, like in retrospect, if they're saying that though, they're laughing. They're saying, Vic wants to level up. Haha, this fool's came at me and wants information. Blah blah blah. I mean, is that something to laugh about? That's just men being, you know what I mean, like alphas and shit like that. That's just the way it is. But if you're humble enough to do that, there's a spot in his brain that's like, damn, this fool's gonna fucking come up, dude. And I'd like to be part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be, because he's got the potential. You know what I'm saying? So it could be work anyway. And that's the thing too. He could be like, fuck this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna teach him shit. You know what I mean? You could be sweeping the floors and he's like, nah, fuck, kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could happen like that. Yeah. That's the thing. You gotta be ready. It could happen any which way, but loose. But I don't know, man. I think from now on, my advice to myself and to anybody who I love was gonna be, get wet, get dirty, go out there and just do it. Whatever happens, let the chips fall. And I think it goes back to when I had that event with Lisa Williams, the clairvoyant. She was a medium, talking about your intuition. Trust your intuition. If your intuition is telling you you should reach out to somebody for getting that just a little bit of help on a couple things that you're looking for in your business, trust your intuition, because she's leading you down a path to, once you get there and you're in the moment, then you'll find another path to go down. You know what I mean? And who knows what that path is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you have to follow it, you know what I mean? Follow your intuition, trust your intuition. And that was one thing that I got from her for sure, that I've been doing from that day forward, is trusting my intuition more. and not second guessing myself.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, bro, like letting down that pride and shit, and just
Sure,
being
sure,
like,
yeah,
yo, dog,
exactly.
come on, man, help me out.
Because in the
you know
end,
what I'm saying?
whose opinion do you care for most? I mean, your kids and your wife, you know, your mom and dad, they have opinions too that you don't care about sometimes, you know what I mean? So it's like, who do you really care your opinion about? It's like, nah, the people that love me, you know what I'm saying? And they would want me to do this, so let me go do this, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah, for sure, though.
Just made me realize some shit. Shit, dog. I was talking to my lady last night, bro, and we were kind of discussing. I was like, yo, give me some ideas. Like, what are we, you know what I mean? What would you like to hear on the podcast?
Oh, right.
You know what
Okay.
I mean? And she was like, she actually hit me with some things they talk about.
Women?
Yeah, no, well, not women, but just at her, what she does. You know what I
okay.
mean?
Right.
And they were talking about how, you know, they broke down this list of attributes and the percentages of each attribute that you would want
of a male, like,
from an employer.
oh, from an employer. Sorry,
Yeah, just from no.
I'm saying I don't even know what the fuck. I couldn't follow. Sorry.
Just from like an employee or a worker or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
so
what percentage would it be in work ethic? How much percentage are you looking for? Like, let's say you were to hire a chef.
Yeah.
This dude that you're talking to, right?
Right.
What percentage of work ethic would have to be there?
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
But let's say there's 100% spectrum.
Oh, okay, and you got to divvy it up.
And then there's luck and communication.
Look or luck?
Luck,
communication, and work ethic.
and work ethic.
I'd say, like, I don't know, like
Luck is like, we
yeah,
make our
luck.
own
I know. I almost
We
like,
make our own
I almost
luck.
want to say 50-50 on the other two, and not worry about luck. But I would even tip the scales on work ethic, because if you have a sense of work ethic, I feel like it's easier to like maintain day to day. Oh, you know what? Don't do that. Don't do this like that. Okay, and it's like they fall in line. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Work ethic for sure. I like seeing work ethic. Like, I just hired an apprentice, Damien, and he's doing well. I see the work ethic come through, and he's like, so shout
out Damien.
Yeah,
man.
shout out Damien, because I told him, like, from day one, like, it's okay because you're learning from me. You're gonna be watching me, so don't feel like you should be doing something. Just watch me, take notes, and clean. That's your main priority. You'll get paid if you do those three things. Anything other than that is cherries. You know what I'm saying? So he does his thing, and then there's times I see him, he's kind of like, okay, I've finished with that. Like, I want to do something else, but I see dishes in the sink, so I'm like, let's see what he does. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if he says, what do I do next? It's a bad move. So I'm waiting, and he like walks toward me, and he sees what I'm doing, and then he goes back and he does dishes. I was like, fuck yeah, all right, he's getting it. You know what I mean?
Inside, you're like,
yes, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
So then, like, I want to be able to work without talking. You know what I'm saying? And so he gets it. Like, I'll give him a task when we walk in. Okay, so
I like that shit.
yeah, for real, right? You know, so that's what I like. When it comes to work ethic, I love that, because it's a sense of humbleness in there, and there's a sense of fucking let me help you, bro. You know what I mean? So that's what I like about people. And what was the other one? Luck and communication. Communication is big, because if I'm telling you, hey, this is why it works. If you do this to that and this to that, that's why it works, and it comes out like this. And then some people look at me like, what? You know what I mean? At least, like, some people, like Damien, he'll like, okay, and he'll start going down the path. And then you go down the path and you hit a block, and you're like, hey, wait, you said do this, that, and then this? And I'm like, well, do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I it's kind of vague, but I'm saying at least you know that you have the communication, that you heard something, you go do it. And then I learned it, and then wait, what'd you say about this point? Okay, boom. And then you keep going.
That's
you know
just because he's new too.
Right, and that's just new. But I know it's hard too when I say, after you finish those meatballs and throw them in for 15 minutes and then hit dish. So 9 times out of 10, I swear to God, I'll teach somebody that, and they'll be like, how much time do I put the meatballs in? 15 minutes. Oh, and what do you want to do next? You know what I mean? So communication is fucking key, especially in the kitchen, because there's no time. When you ask me what's going on, and I say do, I need to type it, send it, and it's gone. It's not even in my brain anymore.
Yeah.
So if you come and say, hey, you want to know the process? I'll help you with the process. Because you're saying, I did this, and then I lost my point at this. You're refreshing my memory, and then I can help you go down that path.
Right.
But if you fucking forget, and I'm like, what
you
did I tell
forget,
you?
yeah.
What did I tell you? I don't even remember, bro. Refresh my memory. And then there's time that's going by. You know what I'm saying? Shit's burning. Fucking shit's bubbling over and shit like
Shit's
that.
wild.
Shit's wild in the kitchen, bro. So I love communication. I love work ethic. Luck in a kitchen. Psh, I don't even know. You're lucky to be in your seat right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
It's 1% right
1%, son.
Fuck it. Nah, but work ethic for sure, dog. For me, it's probably got to be like 80%, dog.
Yeah?
And
I feel you on that.
And I like to see, especially like yesterday, for example, you know, we're all cutting. Everybody was busy.
Yeah.
You know, all barbers were there. Tattoo artists were there. Fucking everything was clicking for a Monday. I was like, yo, this is dope. Like, I like this shit. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Mike, you met him today.
Yeah.
He finished up a client and he sat there for a little bit. And I'm like kind of, you know, scaling everybody. You know, everybody's busy. Yeah. And he just gets up, starts cleaning his station. And I'm thinking, okay, he's wiping up the top. That's it. And then I look back and he's taking shit out of his station. You know? Yeah. And then I'm like, I look again and he's fucking scrubbing his foot holder.
Damn,
I'm
son.
like, yo, what the fuck? Like, dog.
That's what's up, though.
So
that's what's up.
Yeah, he's getting into detail because he's got nothing to do. He's working on his fucking station, cleaning it up, making it, and I'm noticing this shit.
1,000.
I'm not saying anything to him. I'm not like, yo, good job. I'm not pointing him out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he comes up and tells me, he's like, yo, I clean my station. I'm like, that's what's up, dog. Like, you know? But at the same time, I didn't want to be like, yo, good job.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, bet.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, taking pride in your tools, taking pride in your equipment, man, that's big, seriously. Because, like, number one, you're doing it because it shines when people are sitting down. But also, I mean, sanitation, just a pride in your spot, you know what I mean? Like, don't shit where you fucking lay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep it clean and stuff like that. So
take pride in your shit, man, and that shows everything, dog. Especially as a barber, bro. Like, if I was a client, knowing what I know now, if I was a client walking into a shop, I would have to see your station first. Like, I would want to see what you have. I would want to see how clean it is.
Yeah, bet.
Because, like,
yeah,
you
that
know,
shows
that shows a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How much you invest in your craft, how many tools you got. What are these tools worth?
Yeah.
You just got one clipper and a liner, and then that's it. And the rest of your top is empty. There's no product. There's no nothing.
Yeah.
You know, that goes a lot. So as a client, you know, make sure you fucking pay attention to that shit. Go into a barbershop, get your hair cut, and ask your barber, yo, how often do you clean your machine? How often do you clean your station?
Yeah.
And then be cool with. That's the second one, though?
That's the second one, though.
Yo, shout out Liquid Death. But and then now as a barber, you can charge that top dollar. Don't charge top dollar and then your shit's rinky dink and your shit's not clean, and you know what I mean? You got a knife set from fucking Walmart or some shit like that, bro. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, I'm starting from brand new. Remember we talked about my bag got stolen, so I ordered, got myself a brand new global chef knife.
How much those running, dog? Don't cap.
150 for my, but I mean, that's my start. That's my chef knife. That's my base. You know what I'm saying? I can do anything.
Just that one knife?
That's that one knife. I could do anything with it. You know what I'm saying? I could fabricate meat, make a salad. I could fucking do whatever the fuck I need to do with that shit. But there's certain tools that to get better, you know what I'm saying? So I need a paring knife, I need a bread knife, I need a slicer, I need all these shit, man. So I'm doing it little by little, and now I'm getting the best that I can get, like with the, you know, margin of where I'm able to spend and stuff like that. I even got, instead of a backpack, I did like that style, being a personal chef, walking into people's house with a backpack, but now I got like a fold. It's just like a folder, and I can keep my knives in there. It's a little bit more sleek, and I'm gonna try that style for now. But I got a bread knife, and I could spend like $12, $15. I mean, any kind of serrated knife will help you cut bread. Okay. But I was like, nah, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get this one with the rosewood, you know what I mean, handle, you know what I'm saying? And let's make sure this motherfucker's sharp. Yeah, okay, Swiss Army, got you. I spent $50 on that motherfucker, but that's the thing, like, you know what I mean? I remember last time
you could have bought the fucking $10, $11.
Yeah, $12, and it does the same thing. But take pride in your tools, man. Take pride in the work that you know that this $44 knife can do versus that $12 knife. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, what that $44 knife's gonna get you.
Yes, 1,000, man.
Double up, triple up,
and that's where I'm at too. That's the quality of work I'm pushing out. I'm not just making like some rinky-dink foods, man. Yeah. So I want to make pristine cuts. I want to make really, really nice cuts. You know what I'm saying?
You know, yeah, exactly, bro. Because I've had people hit me up on Instagram. You know, not too long ago, this dude hit me up. And he's like, yo, dog, I want to learn how to cut. I follow you. I like the way you cut. And, you know, what do I got to do? Right. And I even told him, like, yo, if you want to come to the studio, come to the studio. I'll you can shadow. You can just stand and watch, learn, and pick up game. And if you want to bring a client, cut them up. I'll guide you.
Right,
you know?
right.
And he's like, what clippers do you recommend? And I started sending them names that I know. Like, this is what I use.
Yeah.
You know, it's not cheap. $150 a machine, $200 a machine. You know, it adds up.
Yeah.
A starter pack's probably like $500-$600. Just if a good one.
Yeah.
You know. He sends me a picture and it's like a 3-in-1. It has all 3 machines. It's like $50. And I was like, bro, like, okay, you could start with that, but you're gonna end up having to buy something better. Eventually, like soon, if you're really passionate about it. So
I wonder if you could break it down to him like this blade will give you like 50 cuts, right? This blade will give you 150 cuts. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know, like sharp cuts.
Well, I mean, he was even saying like, oh, it's because I turn it on. It's not really like doing much, and I'm like, it's because it's no good, dog. You know what I mean? But I mean, I understand the struggle. I understand that he's probably working a job that's not paying too good.
Gotta start somewhere though to make it work.
Yeah.
Because when you make that shitty tool work and you get the good tools,
that's exactly what I told him.
Oh, okay,
that's
cool,
exactly what I told him. I was like, look, dog, go ahead and learn off the machine. Yeah. If you can fucking learn off that cheap ass machine. Yeah. Once you touch a real good one, then it's golden, bro.
Yes, it's golden. Definitely.
And that's where I come from too, bro. Because I was starting out, dog, I had a fucking Walmart clipper, bro. Like Walmart combs. Like I didn't even know what the fuck. I talk about it all the time, bro. My first day at the barbershop, I didn't even know they had like supply stores for barbers. So I went to Family Dollar and got combs and aftershave. I was rocking the Brute. The Brute aftershave, dog. Everybody else was rocking like, you know, good shit. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, where you get that shit from? There's a barber store, dog. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Timeless barber supply.
Timeless barber supply. But you just got to start, like you say, start somewhere. If you can fucking, you know, if you have the passion enough to perfect that, when you level up, it's just going to be that much easier. You know what I mean?
Yep. I remember when I did my first dinner. Luckily, like I had been like interested in it. Like I've been actively like, hey man, let me cook inside your house. And every day, every week, I was like, what? Picturing myself go inside the house, right? And I kept thinking like, what do I need? And I pictured this like bag that I need to roll, you know. And it can't be a suitcase. It can't be like I'm bringing a suitcase in, you know what I mean? So I was like, damn, dude. And I kept looking.
Like about to do some taxes.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to do your taxes and shit. And it can't be a briefcase, you know what I mean? So I was like, dude, where am I gonna find this thing? And I found this bag that I have. I don't know if you've ever seen it. The red bag that I have. It's called roll. I don't even remember, but it's fucking perfect, man. It's like you flip it open and it has 3 compartments. And I was like, that's when I knew like that's all I needed. That and my knives is all I needed, bro. I mean, I could use pans from my house. The first couple dinners, I used a couple pans from my house, dog. Little you know, whatever. But
humble beginnings.
You gotta do it though. You gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but like, even though you was using this like shitty materials, you was selling it like you was still five star,
absolutely.
Fucking restaurant.
Like, give them an experience. Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's where you fake it till you make it. You got a Walmart machine. Better fucking get down on that machine. You know what I mean? Better fucking pull full service off that shit.
Got to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like the first time maybe you didn't get that, you know, A+, but you know, get closer and closer and closer. You know what I mean? Keep trying. And then all of a sudden you're going to have enough money in the bag to get that good equipment. And then sheesh.
Next thing you're going to know, you have fucking all sorts of machines, bro. Like all sorts of shit that you fucking use. And it's like buying the machines like nothing to you now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the point that you got to get to, bro. But like investing in your craft, investing in yourself, don't ever be scared of that shit, dog. I see that shit all the time where, you know, I see barbers, they go out and spend $400 or $500 on fucking, you know, going out, bottle popping, blah, 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 blah. And then they go back to work. And it's like, bro, your shit.
Yeah. I was trying to break that down to my brother the other day, like, cause like he's like, oh, I don't spend much on drinking. I don't even spend much. But it's like, how much do you make like a week? Let's say, I'm just hypothetically speaking on anybody. This is not my brother, but hypothetically speak, if you make $300 to, let's say $500 a week, and then you go out twice. So one night you would go out to say what, 2-3 beers, maybe 2 shots. What's that gonna cost, bro? Like $50, bro. $60, right? Plus tip, right? You're gonna go back to that spot, right? So drop 10 on them, right? So $70, right? I mean, the percentage of that 500 to the 70, and then you're gonna do that twice. That's 140. That's close to half of your whole salary that you're spending on going out. You know what I mean? You got to put that shit in check, dude. Seriously. I mean, if God's asking for 10% of your check, and then you're giving the bar fucking almost 50% of your check. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
And then now you left with fucking like 24.2% and shit.
Yeah, exactly. What are you doing? You buying McDonald's? Come on, man.
Hell nah, dog. To me, bro, like that's just, I can't see it no more, bro. Like it's a waste. You know what I mean? Like that lifestyle is kind of like, it drains you, bro.
It drains you, and that's the thing. Like, but you don't feel it though. When you're young, you don't feel it. You're like, fuck, I'm broke for 4 days. Fuck it, I'm fucking rich for 2.
But I mean, especially as a barber, dog, where you make money every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to be like this. Trust me, I used to be like this, and I'm so bad with eating out, dog. Like before, it was going out and drinking and shit like that, but still to this day, I'm bad with eating out, like picking up food instead of cooking and getting groceries. I have groceries at the crib, but I'm still picking up food on the way home. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking to myself, like, every day, that's $40-50 a day. You know what I mean? That's fucking, let's say 4 times a week.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
$200, dog.
I know.
On shit that you could literally fucking pay to and make multiple of it. You know what I mean? It's just where you want to go and where you want to be, bro. Like you got to put sacrifices on your lifestyle and shit. And I think a lot of people, they want the result without putting in the work and without the sacrifice.
Without the sacrifice, yeah.
They just want the result. You know what I mean? They see other people and they're like, well, shit, man, I want to be like him. But you don't know that dude right there fucking gone through some shit, you know?
Exactly.
And it's tough. It's tough out here.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard out here for a pimp. But what I wanted to talk about too, dog, was like, what do you think about like boundaries and shit in business? Like, are there boundaries?
Like, what do you mean? Like, as far as like yourself, like when I was overextending myself trying to do that meal prep thing, yeah, there's definitely boundaries, man, and you got to fucking realize them. Like, what about like not bound? Maybe like as many. How many barbers do you want working in your shop? Potentially, is there a boundary, or you're like infinite? Like, I'll get another shop. Fuck it, let's do it.
Well, honestly, like I'm in a crossroads right now, dog. That's why I feel kind of like. We were talking about it at the shop where we're on the roller coaster, right? There's ups and downs and shit. But right now we've reached a level where we've had some success and now we're just up high, but we're leveling out.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's going to take certain moves to level up and and break through again, another level. I think for me would be to open up a second location.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
So is there boundaries in or no? There's no boundaries.
I'm just talking about like boundaries in relationships in business, like as far as co-workers, boss, shit like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But as far like obviously like if you have more employees, that's more boundaries that you got to watch because everybody's different. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And for me, I would if I could just do a shop with just barbers, dog, I would only want like 10 or 12, maybe even 10, just 10 good ones.
Yeah.
But the thing is like the money too, though. Like I want to make, obviously the end goal is to make money. You know, the more barbers you have, the more money you make. It sounds ugly, but you got to realize like your favorite barbershop, that owner's collecting money. He's making money. He got 20 motherfuckers in there, got 8 locations. You know what I'm saying? You do the math.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm trying to find a balance where it's like I don't want to necessarily fucking be the GOAT of the barbershop game. I just want to live comfortably and provide for my family, dog, and maybe do something else.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what we talked about, like as far as like me, for instance, like as far as like cooking, like I'm gonna grow out of the cooking eventually if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Like if I want to grow, I'm not gonna be holding a knife and actually, using the saute pans and stuff like that. I'm gonna be controlling maybe 5 chefs that are going to houses and networking and doing other things that don't pertain to that. So it's like, where are you at as far as your level of success and stuff like that? So maybe it's time for you to put the clipper down in a way, you know what I mean, or it's not as much, and do some more.
That's another thing that I got kind of perspective off when I hurt my shoulder.
Right
Is when I hurt my shoulder, I automatically thought like, fuck, I'm getting old, like I'm not gonna be able to do this forever, I'm gonna have to put the clipper down. Even then, like I was thinking like, fuck, how much time do I got left? Literally, like I started counting the years, how much time do I got left?
Yeah.
And I gotta be able to, you know what I mean, sustain. How do I sustain myself without touching a head? You know, opening up several shops and you know what I mean, just going in, collecting or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I feel like that's hard for me to imagine, dog, because I'm so used to being in the trenches. I'm so used to working side by side with
comfortable. Jeez, yeah, dog. I feel you, dog. Yeah, shit. Same though, dog. Same, because like I said, like I have a daily client, and then I have other clients that are weekly, and I just keep doing that, like every week, like, oh, you know, I just keep doing this because only Chef Clay can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's not it. You know what I mean? That's
and you know what I mean? I find myself thinking like, okay, as long as I got my set core clientele, like Thursdays and Fridays, as long as I got these motherfuckers, I'm good. Yeah. And that's the wrong way to think, because I'm counting on them too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, my rent's getting paid, and I see a little bit extra off that shit, but nothing crazy where it's like I can leave the chair. Right, and that's the goal. So maybe like now it's time to change lanes. Like, you know what I mean? Gotta upshift and go down a different lane and shit. So that's what 2024 is gonna be for me, dog. It looks like it's gonna be that for you too, dog. A lot of change, but maintaining what we have, but also like getting in that different fucking Ferrari and start going fucking a different lane. You know what I mean? Different speed and shit. Yeah. So, you know, this weekend, I don't even know if I should say this shit.
Damn. Manifest that shit, dog.
This weekend, I'm gonna go out and try to get myself a little bag.
Damn, dog. You know? Do it.
Trying to go get myself a little bag, dog. Get myself a little business loan or whatever. But I'm tied between putting it in the existing shop or saying fuck it and just opening up another one and feel that like rush again of like,
I need to get this going. I gotta fucking do it.
There's no fucking safety net. You know, that's where I'm at right now, dog. That's where I'm at right now. And I'm like, because yesterday, you know what's crazy was yesterday I was sitting up on my phone and I was going through old pictures of the studio. And there's pictures up there, dog, where I literally have nothing in that motherfucker, dog. It's all white walls. The floor is shitty. I got one chair and station in the corner, one ring light, TV's on the fucking floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing in the office. I'm way in the back, dog. You know what I mean? It looks empty. People would come in and they're like, oh shit, okay, you're over there. So, but that would get me hyped up.
Yeah, like I want to do this. I see this.
Yeah, like I'm formulating it right now. The shop's almost done. I'd say it's like 85% done, which I really want to finish it. So I'm like that. I have to finish this before I can move on to that next one, you know? But with what I'm trying to do, I'll still be able to have a little nugget left over for another project. So that's where I'm kind of like, you know, teeter-tottering in between that. Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? And, you know, like you talk about instinct. My instincts is telling me, like, just fucking jump into it. Something.
Oh, something. Damn.
So, you know, like you said, bro, 24 is going to be crazy. And I'm fucking... in a way, I'm excited. I'm nervous. You know, I got my son coming too. I don't know how that's gonna play into part with, because that first year is gonna be tough. You know what I mean? And I was thinking about that shit on the way over here, where I'm like, I'm blessed. You know what I mean? I couldn't see this shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't want it to fuck up my hustle. Selfish as it sounds, I have to be able to.
You're the driver of the ship. You got to maintain that shit.
I got to keep to par. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's going to take a lot more effort now to find that balance, to fucking find that, you know, to keep going and shit, bro. Because, you know, it's not just business shit that's changing. It's like personal life changing, shit like that, dog. So, man, I'm just like, I'm excited because at the same time I have opportunities. As before, it was like, fuck, I don't see no opportunity. Like, I got to make my opportunity.
Yeah. And what is it?
Yeah, and what is it?
Yeah,
and now it's like, there's opportunities just like you. Yeah. Where you kind of was taking the chill vibe and you had opportunities scattered where you could pick up. Yeah. You know what I mean? You could pick up work. You was just deciding not to.
Yeah, just taking it, maintain,
And that's where I'm at right now, too, where it's like, I got opportunities. I just want to see where the fuck I'm going to go with it. You know what I mean? But... dog, new floors at the Drip Studio, dog. New AC, I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Another fucking station, dog. And, you know, shit, bro. Like, it's just to be in this position, and I'm not boasting or trying to flex or whatever, dog. But to me, like, I get a new floor for my shop.
Hell yeah,
bro. Like, that's everything to me right
1,000,
now. You know what I mean,
Hell
bro?
yeah.
Like, that shit's like, I couldn't even. I'm over here doing, projects on my own, painting the floor on my own because until I can't afford to get it done.
Yeah.
And now I'm there where shit's been going pretty good to where, like, I can get it done. 100. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah. Put in some motherfucking work to get to this point.
Yes,
dude.
sir.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yes, sir.
Shit. But before I forget, dog, I also we gotta give a shout out to Sonny and Jesse over at Premier.
Shout out Premier Tax.
Yeah, man. If you guys want to get your bookkeeping in order, your taxes, or just get some advice about how to get my business, aligned correctly, go over there. Premier Tax and Financial Services. They're gonna help you out. They got many locations here in El Paso, so I would look them up if I were you. If you're an entrepreneur, just want to get things in line, or you want to find a better guy to do your taxes, Sonny's the guy over at Premier Tax.
Shout out Premier Tax. Tax season's coming up.
Yeah, exactly. We're right around the corner, dog.
And now is the time because it's it's the end of the year. You know what I mean? As a business person, as an entrepreneur, you should be doing your taxes quarterly.
Bet. Like keeping up with your bookkeeping. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Because like I expressed to you earlier today, before I found Sonny, I was doing my shit on my own. I was fucking sitting down, getting a box full of receipts like this big, dog.
Yeah.
One by one with my little green hat and my fucking calculator and shit. Dog, and it takes so much fucking time and shit, and you're not doing it right. If you think you're just doing it, you yourself, you're not doing it right.
Right.
There's different things. Need professional help.
Law code changes every year. There's all kinds of things that they can help you out with.
There's so many tax breaks out there and so many avenues that they can help you in. So make sure you guys hit up Premier Tax and Sonny and Jesse.
1,000%, dude.
Oh, damn, that shit gone. But with the end of the year coming up, dog, you know what I'm saying? The last quarter and shit. What do you believe in New Year's resolutions and shit like that? Like, what do you have other than? I mean, we talked about it already, but like, how do you want to close out the year? How do you want to close out?
Well,
the year?
I got two parties, one on the 30th and one on the 31st. So I'm gonna be working. But I think this next year, I want to commit to myself and like do bigger things. Not like, oh, I made it. Like I'm here. Like this is fun, and I'm gonna like keep just doing this normal shit. Like no, like keep the momentum. Like keep going. Like I have bigger goals, bigger things, and this next year is gonna propel me to get to those things. So I just got to keep going, bro. I don't really do resolutions per se, but it's gonna be another keep going, like fucking better than last year type shit. For sure.
Finish strong. If you've had a tough year, you know what I mean? This usually at the end of the year starts getting busy. So, use this as momentum into the next year. If you've had a couple bad months or, whatever leading up to now, make sure you finish the year strong so you have that same energy for the beginning of the new year. You know what I mean? If you kind of be like, I'm going to just wait till next year. It's in a couple weeks. I'll just start then. No. You're already going to be behind. You're already going to be lacking. You know what I'm saying? Finish the year strong so you can be in stride while the fucking new year is coming up.
Yeah, that's that thing I heard from an entrepreneur I was telling you about, dude. It's like, oh no, we're going to wait till the holidays is over to let everything kind of settle down, and then we'll do whatever you got to do. It's like, no, don't let that stop you. Don't let don't let it get in your way. Just go do that shit.
The time is now.
Yes, sir.
Yo, but I mean, that's it, dog.
With that, dude, I think that's another fucking episode, man.
Another one in the books.
That's how we do, bro.
Every fucking Friday, man. I can't stress this enough.
Yeah.
Subscribe, share, listen to that shit.
Yeah, check us out.
Amazon Music, iHeartRadio,
YouTube,
Spotify. We're working on Apple Music. We're working on this fucking freestyle that we're gonna bust.
We appreciate y'all. Keep going, y'all. Stay positive. Stay motivated. We on this mountain with y'all.
Stay hungry. Peace.